Moving on to the Midwest, the final portion of this bracket. My guys, the Drexel Dragons, the 16 seed. They're there. They're taking on Illinois, the number 1 seed. What's the note that I have here about Drexel? They actually rate out really well. Obviously not as good as Illinois, who's number 2 in the rankings. But where is Drexel? Arguably the worst defense in the field. 5 players who average over 10 points a game, though. But can they get consecutive stops against anyone is the question. That doesn't sound good.
I expect Illinois to score over 100 points in this game. I like the fight in the line here.
Yeah, I've seen Drexel play a handful of times, and in every one of those games I was betting against them. They did make it here, so it shows what I know, but I'm not a believer in Drexel.
Loyola Chicago was an 8 seed.
Worst seed in the whole bracket.
Disgraceful. Against Georgia Tech. What the hell was Loyola Chicago? Was that the team that had like the nun cheering for them a few years ago?
And got to the Final Four. And she is 101 and tends to go to Indianapolis for the tournament. Yes.
Get her that vaccine and sit her in the front row.
She's 101. I suspect she probably has been vaccinated at 101. Anyway, yeah, Loyola Chicago gets that respect because they went to the Final Four 2 tournaments ago.
So why is
and
this
I like them to go?
You like
them to go one round here.
Okay, so is this when you said this is an egregious seed, Ben? Is it because it's too low or too high?
No, it's too high. I think they're one of the better teams in the country. Like they are an experienced, good team. They're the best defense in the country. I can't believe that they're an 8. I think they should have been like a 5. So that's a big mistake and an awful draw for them. Georgia Tech is really good, and then they have to play Illinois if they get through here.
So looking at it right now, Loyola in the rankings of all teams in these power rankings is number 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Georgia Tech, number 11.
Awful matchup for just in general. Both those teams deserve better.
And for Illinois. For
Illinois, yeah.
So are we going with Loyola over Georgia Tech?
I like Loyola Chicago, yeah. I like the Ramblers.
Yeah, Ramblers. They still have some elements from that team.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have a chance?
Yeah, the upperclassmen would have been on that Final Four team, yeah.
Did they have a chance to beat Illinois?
Sure, they have a chance. But I think Illinois is, after Gonzaga, the best team in the country.
Illinois is serious business. AO, they got everything that you want. And they're, like I said, that's a sweet name. So can't overrate that.
Toughest strength of schedule of any team in the tournament, yet they still have top 10 in rebounding percentage and shot quality percentage. So that's good news for Illinois. Tennessee against Oregon State. Can we take an upset?
Beavers only got in because they won the Pac-12 tournament.
Well, good. They're coming in with momentum, Tim. That sounds great.
That was my argument for Georgetown, and you shot that down. So, I mean...
I got nothing on these teams.
I would take Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I kind of like Oregon State, but that's just because I've been very impressed that they got through teams like Colorado. You got to correlate your bracket a little. You know, if Colorado is this good, then Oregon State might be pretty good because they just beat them. So I kind of like that.
All right, Oregon State it is. Oklahoma State against Liberté. Isn't Liberty the one? Isn't that the Jerry Falwell school?
Yes, in Virginia, yes.
Okay.
Good basketball team. A very good basketball team. Obviously, they're in the tournament for the second time in 3 years or something.
Yeah.
But
I mean, as a 13 seed, couldn't they let one of the other teams take their place and they could get?
Oh my goodness!
Aren't these the jokes that we're making right now?
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna take.
That's good stuff.
I'll take the Cowboys in this game.
Is Oklahoma State?
I'll take Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I got actually Liberty rates out 18th.
Yeah, I think they're actually not a bad basketball team, but I do think Oklahoma State.
They won a game. People forget they won a game 2 years ago. I think it was Virginia Tech, I want to say, but they're a good, experienced team. Oklahoma State has probably the number 1 pick in the draft, though, and that's a problem.
Especially against a school like Liberty, I would think. Like, isn't that usually when the big, like if you have like the one superstar on your team, that's usually not good enough to beat a good team, but against a middling team, that's usually good enough?
Yeah, it's going to be. Liberty plays in tempo this year per KenPom. They're 348th in the country. That's insanely slow. I don't think that they're going to be able to handle Cunningham.